Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, let's take a look again at the gold market. Well guys, on the previous week this was really just one significant event, that is the discussion in the Indian government on subject of the import duty, and investors have talked about the possible decreasing of the import duty, especially before the growing of the demand in Asia, in China and in India, since the seasonal trend on the gold market should start somewhere closer to an end of the August, and the seasonal trend stands on the gold mostly due to the growing demand with this period since the end of the August till the February approximately, and due to this moment market has shown this upward splash. As you can see, that's bouncing to the upside. It's really fast acceleration. Market has hit as far as 1344 area, but in general guys, the many investors tell about the weakness of this growth because it's not quite confirmed by real money. What does it mean? It means that the spot traders point on fast decreasing of the trading volume when the market exceeds 1330 area. From the technical perspective, we see that bullish stop grabber has worked nice. Market has taken out of this top, but here market has formed another one stop grabber, but in the opposite direction. Although guys, this is not as strong as this pattern because this pattern stands in the favor of the previous trend, and in fact this pattern is backed by previous momentum, while here the momentum is upside. So that is, as we could say, counter trend bearish grabber, but it absolutely doesn't mean that this pattern can't work. Also guys, from the fundamental point of view, the CFTC report shows that although net long position has increased on gold market recent week, but it was not supported by the open interest. It means that there were no new contracts were opened on the long side of the market. Hence, this upward splash is just the possible close of the previous short contracts. So the net long position has increased, but not due to the open new long position, but mostly by the closing of the short positions. And in general guys, the gold market right now is very interesting from the fundamental discussion, and we have pointed in our weekly research a lot of this momentum, a lot of these objects, I mean the fundamental objects that could be interesting for discussion, and you could read them. It mostly were point in the fundamental part of the research, and when we discussed the situation in the gold market on the monthly and weekly charts. And currently I think even that the fundamental points dominating over the technical points on the gold market. From the technical point of view, the gold market currently in fact stands in the situation that the typical for the forex markets also, and this situation mostly standing depending on situation when the US dollar and coming data on the consumption and on the inflation in the United States, and what is more significant, on the Fed comments. And feeling of this possible dollar appreciation, feeling of this possible more hawkish comments from the Fed, we can't exclude that the retracement currently could happen, and taking into consideration all the weakness that stands with this upward action. We can't exclude that market really could show this retracement right back down to the 1290, 13 even area, right to the monthly pivot point. That will be the object for of the coming week. The major question, and in fact on the gold market for the short-term perspective, just a single question: whether market will hold above the 1335 or not. If it will hold above it, in this case we could get this upward continuation of this A, B, C bottom. Okay, that stands right at the 13, probably 70, even 69, 1369 area. That's in fact in an area of the yearly pivot point, and it's also stand very close to the monthly pivot resistance one. So that will be the next point where market could reach if it will hold above this area. If it will fail and return right back down, and the chances for that, to be honest, not small, mostly to the fundamentals, some fundamental supports and from the technical picture. If it will fail to hold above it, then we should be ready for this downward action. On the 4-hour time frame chart, it's a bit interesting picture, because right now we understand that this tab that we previously treated as the possible head, right now we understand that this is probably the left shoulder. That could be the left shoulder. That's the butterfly that point on the possible reaching this top. And the question is whether market will form this shoulder. So here, in fact, guys, could be a reversal pattern. And it's not done with this upward action, because now the head is just the left shoulder. And our monitoring of this pattern is still continuing. This resting spike up, this fast acceleration right to the 127 extension of this butterfly suggests that market really could continue move to the 1618, and this head and shoulders pattern could be not just 127 but 1618 head and shoulders. But this is not really significant detail for us. For us, as major significant point is whether market will form in general this pattern or not. If this pattern will fail, market will start to form some other development, not development of the head. This will tell us that market probably really holds above the 1335 and we should be ready for the upward continuation. If market will fail to do that, particularly speaking, if it will move below this top, that will be also, by the way, the weekly pivot point. If market will move below it, that will be the first bell of the possible appearing of the head and shoulders. And that will be the first bell of the possible retracement to the 1290 area. That is what we will be watching for in the coming week. Despite how market will turn down from this point, or it will first reach this area then turn down, that's not really major question for us. For us, the major point to watch for is this area. We need to get action below it. We need to see that market will return right back down below this top. Only in this case we could seriously think about possible entering short, open short position when the whole pattern will be in place. Well, that will be our major point to watch for on coming week. If it will not happen, the market will hold somewhere in this area but will not return right back down below this area and will stand above the weekly pivot point, that will tell us something different. In this case, we probably should be ready for action to the 1360, 1370 area. So let's see what will happen.